Well, estate planning is one of those things that is really important, but a lot of people put it off. Well, a large part of estate planning is creating a trust estate, or is creating a trust. Estate planning attorney Greg Nussbichel joins us this morning to talk about this. And Greg, I think a lot of people will ask the first question, what is a trust?
Well, Chris, a trust doesn't have to be anything overly complex, and it's not just for billionaire moguls, as some people think. At its core, it's really just a set of instructions that goes along with your assets. So, for example, you might give a sum of money to your daughter to be used for your grandson's educational purposes. That's a trust. You'd be the settlor or creator of the trust, your daughter's the trustee of the trust, and your grandson is a lucky beneficiary. It can be just that simple.
All right, so what is the difference then between a trust and a will?
Well, as you know, a will has to go through the probate process in order to be administered. So that tends to be lengthy and time-consuming, and it can oftentimes be costly. So a trust avoids all of that. It allows you to not have all those hassles down the road.
Okay, so people come to you for advice. They want to know the right way to do things. What are some common mistakes that people make when they are creating these trusts?
Well, a lot of times they just sit on a shelf, gather dust. No one looks at these things for a long period of time. You want to make sure that they're updated. Your wishes may change, the laws may change, your family situation. So you want to make sure that what you have in your trust is still consistent with your wishes. And you also want to make sure that the assets that you own are funded properly into the trust so that they can avoid that probate and offer all of the other benefits of trust.
How often do these laws change? I mean, do you advise coming to see someone like you every year, every 5 years? What is the best policy?
I think the rule of thumb is about every 4 or 5 years, have somebody take a look at it. A qualified attorney who's skilled in this area can let you know if there's some planning opportunities that you can take advantage of. Your trust isn't going to expire or become invalid, but you want to make sure it's up to date and it's covering all your bases.
Okay, we're running out of time, but real quickly, anything else that people need to know as we sort of introduce them to trusts?
Other important things about a trust is that you're able to prepare for your own incapacity by utilizing a trust. So you can appoint a trusted loved one to step in and take care of you if you're ever in need. And you can also protect the gifts that you're giving to beneficiaries from their creditors by properly using a trust.
All right, Greg, good information, clear information. Thanks for joining us this morning. If you'd like to consult Greg on your trust, maybe talk with Adam Bruno on your upcoming retirement, or you just want to get your finances in order so you can retire down the road, Adam and Greg can be found at Evolution Retirement Services. They are partners, and they do have different office locations, though. They share an office in Fort Myers, but you can also find Greg at his office in Naples. The locations there are on your screen.